Hello everyone, I'm Sakshi Kesharwal. I'm maths expert in askIITians, and today we'll be starting with a new chapter. That chapter name is what? Because simple equation, right? So here again, simple equation. Here we will be going to deal with the algebra solving. Like last year in the class sixth grade, we had just studied about what is an algebra, right? Right, we have just learned like how to write an expression, what are the variables and what are the expressions we did in the class 6 itself, right? But in this class today we will be learning, there will be the two chapters which will be other part of the algebra. First is the simple equation and the other is what? Algebraic expressions, right? So in the simple equation, what you will be doing in the simple equation, we will be learning how to solve the algebraic equations, right? So first we will be learning how to deal with the what is an algebraic equation, and then how we are going to solve the algebraic expression. So this is the part of it. So same part here in the class 7th grade, if you see on the CBSE level, we see that now the level remains the same, right? So its level is like this much in the class 7 and little bit of your class 8, right? So but this is a very important part of your curriculum also, because unless and until you don't know how to solve the algebraic expression, you cannot solve the further questions later on, right? So it's a very important chapter. Please keep on practicing, and that's very important. So let's start with the simple equation chapter, right? As you, one more thing I want to say, here you will be learning this as simple equation, right? Very simple, right? But in the class 8, the same chapter comes with the name of algebra. It comes with the linear equation in one variable, right? So you see that there is a difference. But in the class 10th, you will be learning the there is a one more chapter in class 9, that is a linear equation in two variable, right? And in the class 10th, there's a chapter name as what? Simultaneous linear equations of simultaneous linear equations, right? Yeah, so you will see that how the things are being going up, right? Step by step. The 7, then 8, then 9, then 10. You will be learning one more step, then one more step, then one more step, then one more step. So everything is interrelated because this is a part of the foundation. So try to understand this concept. Okay, so let's start with your uh, simple equation. Okay, first, let's coming to the word, what is an algebraic expression, right? What do you mean by an algebraic expression? In the last class, we have learned in the class 6th grade, that is any expression, yeah, for anything which consists of a variable, that is known as what? Beta algebraic expression, right? So over here, if you give a close observation, what is an algebraic expression? It is an expression involving constant variable and some operations like addition, multiplication, etc. For example, if I say, let's talk about the example. What are the examples? If I write 4x plus 3, right? If you see this, it is having a variable, right? This is having a variable, right? This is a addition sign. Yes, this is what addition sign. And if I said in the last class, we have learned, like in the class 6th grade, we have learned that is 4x means what? Beta 4 into x means what? 4 is in the multiplication of the number, right? Multiplication of number, right? So it says that now 4 into x means what? Here there is a multiplication. We don't write 4 into x, we write 4x. That's it. So that is what? Beta multiplication. So we say that this is what? An expression. If I write the expression, now you will be might be thinking that expression consists of only one variable. No, it can consist of the many variables. If I write like 4x plus 3y minus of 2, right? This is again an expression, right? Which involves a variable and the constants and the operations on it, right? I can write like this also, like a 3 into 4 x plus 1, right? So you see that 3 into, now you're multiplying, now you will be using the distributive property. So this is again a way of presenting, right? I can write like this 4x square minus 4x square minus y plus z, right? This is again an expression, right? So anything that is which is written in the form of the variable or the constant is known as what? Beta algebraic expression. Now let's coming to the, what do you mean by a variable, right? The variable, as we have learned, what is a variable? Variable means what? Which does not have any specific value. As I said that 2. If I said 2, 2 is like fixed. You cannot change the 2, right? It cannot become 3, it cannot become 2.5, right? I said the marks you got in your examinations out of 10 is like 7, right? So your marks cannot be 7.1, it cannot be 7.2, it cannot be 6.9. It is going to be fixed. But what happened with the variable? If I say that the marks of the students is in the form of x. So if I say, what is your marks? You said your marks is x is like 7. So your marks become 7. I said to the student B, he said his marks is 6. So x becomes 6. So what happened? The things which changes and it is like it cannot fix, that is known as a variable. That is why we study algebra. That is where the things cannot be like fixed and we write the generalization. We can just whenever we want to change the value, we can change the value, right? So it says that variable is an unknown number which could have a different numerical value. It's called variable and it can vary, right? It is represented by different letters like x, y, a, b, c. You can take any numbers, like you can take all the alphabetic English alphabets you can take as a variable, right? Any letter. But generally we take in like more of the practices x and y, a and b, right? You can take the name, like let us suppose my name is Sakshi, right? I like the letter S a lot. So you can take the variable S. That's choice is yours. But what happened with the over the period of the time, this have been what evolved and like people are like more habitual of taking X. You can take any of the variable of your comfort zone. Nobody is going to say why you have not taken x. You can take any variable. So if let us suppose if I write like 2x plus 1, right? So what do you mean by this? If I say x is equals to 0, so this expression will become what? 2 into, now x is what? 0, so it will become what? 2 into 0 plus 1, which is equals to what? 0 plus 1, which is equals to 1, right? Now if I say for x is equals to minus 1, so it will become what? 2 into minus 1 plus 1. So 2 into minus 1 is what? Beta minus 2 plus 1, which is equals to what? Minus 1, right? If I say x is equals to 7, so this is equals to what? 2 into 7 plus 1 is equals to what? 14 plus 1, which is equals to 15. So you see that this expression, this was your expression, right or not? This expression has become this, right? So you see that the values, as you give the different values of the x, you get the different value of the expression. So basically these are also called, later on you will be studying what are these. These are called beta value of expression, value of expression, right? These are called beta values of the expression at x is equals to 0, at x is equals to 1, x is equals to 7. You will be learning over here. Let us suppose that here in the, like in your book only, there will be some questions, find the value. It says that it will be given that find the value of, it will be given find the value of like 2x plus minus y plus z at x is equals to 2, y is equals to 1, and z is equals to minus 1, right? So what you will be doing? You will be what? You will be just substituting the value at the x, at the place of the x, you will be substituting. At the place of the y, you will be substituting y. At the place of the z, you will be just substituting the z. So this is equals to what? 2 into 2 minus of 1 plus of minus 1, right? So this is equals to what? 2 2s are 4, minus 1 minus, it is minus 1, plus into minus is what? Beta minus, which is equals to 4 minus 2 is equals to what? 2. That's your answer. That is the value of this expression at these particular values. If you change the value, you will get the different answer for it, right? So we say that the variable does not remain the fixed and it comes in the variable. The variable is a part of an expression. So we say that the value of the expression also changes, right? Can I say that x itself is an expression? Yes, x itself is an expression. If you take a single variable also, then it is also an expression, right? If I write like minus 2 by 3z, so this is again an expression, right? This is not like you will think that this is nothing. Yes, this is an expression. Expression consists of one single term. It can consist of 5 terms. It can consist of 2 terms. It can consist of 1 term. It can consist of 100 terms also, right? So there is no boundation in the expression now. And you might be thinking that in the expression, the variable cannot come in the denominator. Yes, the variable can come in the denominator. Can I write this as 2 upon x? This is again an expression, right? So which consists of a variable and a constant is known as what? Beta expression. I think so this much is very much clear to you, right? Write it down all this thing part, beta. Now just see this. Now let's coming to this part. Let me just enlarge a little bit. Yeah, just see this. Okay. It says that what is an equation? Equation means what? A simple just take that you take one algebraic expression and you take other algebraic expression and say that this algebraic expression is equals to this algebraic expression. Then it is said to be what? Equation. Till now we were writing the expression. Now see, you will see the difference. If I write like, if I write the expression, this is an expression. If I write 2x plus 3, right? This is one expression, expression number 1, right? And if I write this expression as 2, like this is expression as minus of 2 2, I'll write like this. I'll write x minus of 4, right? This is expression 2. Now, if I say that expression 1, this is what expression 1 is equals to what beta? Expression 2, right? So this is what? 2. X plus 3 is equals to x minus of 4. See, in the expression, there is no equal to sign. When you are going to write the equation, there will always be an equal to sign. In the equal to sign, you can have this side is called beta what? This side is called, this side of an expression. This side of an expression is called yeah. This side of an expression is called the left hand side, and this side of expression is called as what beta? Right hand side. This is called LHS, that is left hand side, and RHS, which is called as right hand side, right? So when the two expressions are equal, then we say that this is an equation. Equation always have equal to sign. This always will be there, equal to sign. Sorry, in the equation, you will always have equal to sign, but expression do not have equal to sign. So if I say, what is the difference if I write like one thing, if I write like this, 2x plus 3, and if I write like 4x minus 1 is equals to 2. This is what? 2 is again an expression, right? So which one is an expression and which one is an equation? This one is what bit an expression, right? This is an expression because it does not have equal to sign, and this is what bit an equation, right? This is called what an equation, right? Now let's read it out. What are the things over there, right? Now, let's see over here. What are the things written over here? An equation is a condition on a variable. It says that the two expressions are equal. As I said, the two expressions are equal. Now, this is what, if you see only 5x plus 7 is an expression, right? And if I say that is root 2, I don't think so root 2 should be there in your class 7. So I'll make this as instead of root 2. Okay, it's root 2, then just take the root 2 is what? An irrational number. It's like it's a surd which we'll be learning in class 7. So I'll try, just think that this is a real number, right? This is a number, right? Root 2, there is some number, I think so you have seen anywhere. So just think that this is a kind of a number. So there is an expression on the left hand side and there's an expression on the right hand side. You see that any number right now, you give a close observation over here, that beta this and this are what beta constant, x is the variable, and the entire thing is what an equation, right? Now let's talk about the terms. How many terms are there, right? So I think so we should have a discussion over here. Let's talk about the terms. How many terms are there for this, right? So terms means what? Like how many terms are there? If you see in this expression, right? So how many terms it will have? It will have, like if you see that it will have 1, 2, 3 terms, right? How many terms this expression will have? This will have only just one term, right? How many terms it will have? This will have how many terms, beta? It will have two terms, that's 1 and 2, right? So it's anything like 4x squared plus 5. So it's like 4x, it's one term, and plus 5 is like one term, right? So it's like variable, like one term, like this. If I write this is having one term, then again you write addition and subtraction, then the next term, then again addition and subtraction, the next term, right? But if you say that this is two term, no, this is only just one term. This is what only would be a one term, right? Now let's coming to this thing. What is the coefficients? Now I'll tell you this also. Coefficient is a part. Coefficient is basically what? What is a coefficient? That is a numeric value which is being attached to the variable. Just say like this. Till now you just learned this like this, and more deeply we'll be learning about this coefficient in the algebraic expression, like algebraic expression. So it is numerical value attached with variable, right? Attached with variable, right? Variable. So let's take an example. Over here it's written 5x plus 7, right? So what is the numerical value? Like if I say what is the coefficient of x? So coefficient of x will be how much, beta? Now what is the numerical value attached to the x, which is equals to what? 5. Now if I say, if I've written like minus 5x plus 3, right? So if I say what is the coefficient of x, right? So coefficient of x is equals to what, beta? Minus of 5, right? Now in the same, if I write like my plus 2y, right? So if I say what is the coefficient of y, so coefficient of y will be how much, beta? Coefficient of y is equals to, see what is the numeric value attached to the y is equals to what? 2. That's it. That is known as what beta? The coefficient. Now we have learned about what is an expression. The expression is just nothing but that is which consists of a variable and a constant. What is an equation? That is when the two expressions are equal, then we left hand side and the right hand side, and we say that the left hand side is also an expression, the right hand side is always an expression, right? You have seen like this, like if I have written like 4x plus 3 is equals to 0. Now you see that 0 is still an equation, because beta if you take any number like 5, 700, 1250, or maybe like minus 10 upon 20, whatever you want to take, right? So these numbers are what beta. If you take any number, as I said, a single variable is still an expression. If you take any single number is also an expression, right? So if you have equal to sign, this is called what beta? An equation, right? Now just see, now let's read it out this thing. What are the important terms related to the equation, right? So one of the expression must have variable. It's not like that if you're saying that 2 is equals to 3. No, that's not correct. Okay, if I say like 2 is equals to 3, this is an expression. No, this is not an expression. So it is like 2x is equals to 3. Yes, this is an expression. This one is no, right? The LHS of the equation is equals to the RHS. What is the LHS? Left hand side, and the RHS is equals to right hand side. An expression does not have equal to sign, but equation always have equal to sign. Now this is what I have been saying till now. The equation expression have equal to sign, but expression does not have equal to sign. If we interchange the position of the expression from LHS to RHS, or vice versa, the equation remains the same, right? So it says that 5x plus 7 is equals to 2, or 2 is equals to 5x plus 7. Both the equations are same. So this is really important, because what happens sometimes the student get confused. This and this is really important, right? So it says that if anyone have written like 4x plus 3 is equals to minus 2, and if I write minus 2 is equals to what? 4x plus 3, both are same. Both are same, right? Yeah, both are same, right? Now let's coming to the next part. How this we have done in the last class, right? This we have already done in the last class. Okay. Okay, so how to form a statement by using the like equation, like when you have an statements given to you, so how you're going to write in the form of the equation, like in the form of the expression, right? So it says that the sum of the 4 times the x and 12 is equals to what beta? 35. So it says that the sum of 4 times, that says that what beta? 4 times the x, 4 times the x, well, 4 times the x plus 12 is equals to what? 35. That's it. Now later on we'll be learning how to do the solve. It says that, it says over here, half of the number is 3 more than the 8. Half of the number, let's say the number, like right now you don't know the number, so the number will be what? X. Let the number, this is how you'll be writing, let the number be x, right? X, right? So it says that half of the number, that is x by half of the number, half of the number is 3 more, it's 3 more than 8, right? So this number is 3 more than 8. So x 1 by x by 2 is equals to 3. That's it, right? Or if you can write this like this, half of the number is 3 more, like half of the number is 3 more. Matlab plus 3 is equals to, no, yeah, it's like this only. No, it will be like this. Half of the number is 3 more than the 8. It's like that half of the number, it's 3 more, like this is 3 more than 8. Yeah, this is correct. Okay. You can just write it down, this thing. Yeah, it's going to be this only, right? Yeah, half of the number is 3 more than the 8. Now, let's do this question. Okay, just thinking something is lying. Okay, now it says that Radha mother's age is 5 more than 3 times the Shikha's age. Now, just think like this. Okay, just think in this way. Okay, just think in this way, right? Let us suppose your age is like 12 years, right? And my age is like 25. Let's take an example, right? So your age is 12 and my age is like 25. So after 5 years, what will be your age? Your age will be 17 and my age will be what, 30, right? You'll be just adding. Now, if I say what was my age 5 years ago and what was your age 5 years ago? So you will say that you were 7 years 5 years ago, and I was like 20 years when 5 years ago. So similarly, same things follow with the age. So it says that Radha mother's age is 5 more than 3 times the Shikha age, right? So let's take this. Let It says Radha mother's is 5 years more than 3 times the Shikha's age, right? So it is going to be what, beta? Let the present age of Shikha be X, right? Yes or no? So what you see, just now read out the statement, what the statement is saying. The statement is saying, right? So Radha mother's age is 5 years more than 3 times the Shikha age. So the age of Radha will be how much, beta? Radha will be how much? It says that 3 times the Shikha. So 3 times the Shikha, right or not? 3 times the Shikha plus 5 years more, right or not? That's it. So find the and yeah, and it says that find the Shikha's age if her mother's age is this. So this is mother's age. So what will be this? 80Q means what? According to question, this is equals to what, beta? This is going to be how much? This is going to be what? According to the this, it says that this is the mother, right? So mother age is how much, beta? The mother age is equals to what? 3x plus 5, which is equals to what? 44. So this is your equation, right? This is the equation. Later on, we'll be doing the solving on it, right? Now let's come into this part. Now read out this question. This is important, right? It says over here. I don't know why this is not working. Okay, it says that the number consists of a 2 digit and the digit in the tens place is twice the digit in the unit place. I don't know why this highlighter is not working. Okay, it doesn't matter. It says that the digit in the tens place is twice the digit in the unit place. And if 18 is subtracted from the number, the digits are reversed. Now listen this. This is a really nice question. Now try to understand this concept very well. Now, beta, if I write, let us suppose if I write 53, right? So 53, can you write this as uh, 10 into yes or no? Can I say that 27 can be written as what? 10 into 2 plus 7, right? If I want to write 32, can I write this as 10 into 3 plus of 2? Yes or no? Now you just see that 3 is what the unit place and 5 is what beta tens place. Now you see that over here, if you just give a close up, I don't know why I'm not able to select this. Hold on, beta, just hold on. I really need to just close this app. Hold on. Right. Now, just see over here, I can take the highlighter. It says that over here, these are what your tens digit, right? And these are what beta unit digit, right or not? These are unit digit. Now, these are what your unit digit, right? Now, if you just see this, that the tens places, like if you see this, The tens places are what beta? See, if you take that unit digit bx, right? Because you see that this is changing and you see that the tens place is also changing. Yes, so tens digit will be what beta? Tens digit is equals to y. This is what called generalization of what? That is a writing of two digit number. So two digit number, can I write this as two digit number is equals to what beta? 10y plus x or not? Yes or no? This is called the generalization of two digit number. But what happened? We have the questions over here. It says that a number consists of a two-digit number, and it says that the digit in the tens place is twice the digit in the unit place. So if you see, this is called beta what? Generalization of two-digit number. So what happened? It says that over here, let's say that the let unit digit be what beta? Unit digit is equals to what? Unit digit is equals to x. So your tens digit will be what beta? The tens digit is equals to what? Tens digit will be what? Twice the ones digit? Yes or no? So it will be what? 2x. Now see one more thing I want to tell you. If you say reverse the digit, now you reverse the digit, it will be what? 35, right or not? So this is equals to what? 10 into 3 plus 5, right? Now reverse this. It is going to be what? 27. It is what? 10 into 2 plus 7, right or not? Now if you're going to reverse this, it is going to be what? 23, yes or no? I wrote the same. This is going to be 72. I wrote it same exactly. Wait a minute. This is going to be 72, right? So it is 10 into 7 plus 2, right? Now, if you're going to reverse this, it is what? 10 into 2 plus 3 or not? You just see that if you give a close observation over here, if you give a close observation that the ones digit becomes the tens digit over here, and the tens digit becomes the ones digit over here. Similarly, tens ones digit becomes tens digit over here, and tens digit becomes a seven digit over here. So if you take the generalization of this thing, what is the generalization of the two digit number? So two digit number, that is reverse two digit number is going to be what beta? 10x plus y or not? Yes or no? So similarly, what over here, what you will be writing here? So two digit number will be what? Two digit number is going to be what beta? It is 10 into 2x, yes or no? Plus x, that's it. Now it says that now, reverse of two digit will be how much beta? Reverse of two digit will be how much? Reverse of two digit will be equals to what? It is going to be what? The ones will become the tens and tens will become the ones. So this is equals to what? 10 into x plus 2x or not, right? So this is has been overchanged and this has overchanged. Now coming to the according to the question, it says that if 18 is subtracted from the original number, so this is what beta? 10 into 2x plus x, right? This is the entire number. If 18 is subtracted, then the digits are reversed. So it is what? 10 into x plus 2 of x. That's it, right? So this is how it's written, right? Okay. Now over here, additions of, yeah. So this is how it's written. So this is the way of the presentation, right? Now, let's see over here. Now let's do what is the balance equation. Now how we are going to do the balancing of the equation. See what happened, you just write this or more clearly, right? So this is going to be how much beta? Just see, this is 10 into 2x will be what beta? 20x plus x, right? Now minus of 18 is equals to what? 10 into x is what? 10x plus 2x, right? So 20x plus x, these are what beta? Like terms, so you will be adding up. So this is what? 21x minus of 18 is equals to 10x plus 2x is equals to what beta? 12x. This is your equation, required equation, right? Okay. Now coming to the balanced equation. What do you mean by balanced equation? So when you go and buy the stuff, you see that one side the shopkeeper puts the fruits or something like that, and the other side it puts the weights or not. So same with the equations also. You have the left hand side and you have the right hand side. You have to balance on both the side. It is not like that. If it's written like over here, if it's written 4 plus 1. So 4 plus 1 is this side, then there has to be what? 5 on this side, right? Or if you write 2 plus 3 on this side, then it has to be what? 4 plus 1 on this side, right? If you write 5 on this side, or you can write like this, or 2 plus 3 on this side, whatever you want to take, you cannot write. If I say beta 2 is equals to 3, is it true? No, this is not true. So what happens? Same with the follows with the equation. That is why we write equal to sign. Equal to sign. 2 is an expression, 3 is an expression. So that has to be the what equal. So what happened? There are the certain criteria that you will see that when you balance the equations remain the same. So what are the things you have? The first thing we have, if we add the same number to the both side, I think so the example is very much clear, I don't need to explain. It says that 12 minus 8 is equals to 3 plus 1. 4 minus 8 is 4 minus 8. 12 minus 8 is what? 4. And 3 plus 1 is again what? 4. So 4 is equals to 4. Now if you're going to add 3 on both the side, so if you're going to add 3 on both the side, it will be what? 12 minus of 8 is equals to 3 plus of 1, right? So if you're going to add 12 minus of 8 is equals to what, beta? 3 plus 1 plus 3. We're adding this. You have added this right now. You have just added this, right? So the equation will become what, beta? 4 plus 3 is equals to what? 6 plus 7. So this is equals to what? 7 is equals to 7. LH is equals to RHS. Similarly, the same thing follows over here. If we subtract the same number from the both side, right? So it says that 12 minus of 8, right? It is called the balancing, okay? So it is called what? If we subtract the same number from both the side of the balance equation, the equation remains the same. So if you're going to subtract minus this, you're going to subtract 3 from both the side. So it will become what, beta? 12 minus of 8 minus of 3 is equals to 3 plus 1 minus of 3. So this is equals to what? 12 minus 11 is equals to 1. And this is 3 and 3 cancel. So hence LHS equals to what, beta? RHS, right or not, right? Now just see the fourth part. If you multiply the third part, if you multiply the same number on both sides, this remains the same, right? So if you see this again, it's written over here. You are multiplying 3 on both the side, right? So what you will be getting, just see over here, it's written 12 minus of 8 and you're multiplying this by 3 and this is written as what? 3 plus 1 into of 3. Now what happened again using the distributive property? So it will be what? 12 into 3 minus 8 into 3, right? You are using the distributive property which we did in the class 6, right? Again 3 into 3 will be what? Is equals to 3 into 3 and this is what? Again 3 into 1 plus 3 into 1. So this is equals to what? 24. This is equals to 36, not 24. 36 minus of 24 is equals to what? 9 plus 3. So we get 12 is equals to 12. Hence LH is equals to what, beta? RHS? Yes or no? Right? So when you multiply the number, you use the distributive property and you multiply very carefully, right? Now just see the second part. What is the fourth part? It says that if we divide the same number on the both side, right? If we divide the same number on the both side. Now it says that over here, you're dividing 2 on both the side, right? So it's written 12 minus of 8 is equals to 3 plus of 1. You're dividing this by 2 and dividing this by 2. Now give the close observation. Now if you see this, this is 12 minus of 8 is what, beta? 4. 4 divided by 2 is what? 4 divided by 2 is what? And 4 divided by 2. So you see this 2 divided by 2. This is equals to what? This is equals to 2 and this is equals to 2. Or you can just do like this 12 minus of 2 minus of 8 minus of 2 and 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Right. So you can do either of the way because now this will become a fraction and now later on you will be convert. Now this is again a like fraction and then fraction you will take the LCM and then you will be solving. So this is equals to what? 6 minus of 4 and this is what? 1.5 plus 0.5, right or not? So can I say this 2 is equals to 2? This is the other way, right? So LHS is equals to RHS. So what you can do, you can add, you can subtract, you can multiply and you can divide on both the side to get the answers, right? So what happened if you just see this, there is a one method of solving the equation. See, there are the three methods. Like in the next class we'll be learning what are the hit and trial method, and then there is a trial and error method, and one is trial and error method, one is a systematic method, and the third is what? Transposition method. So there will be three methods which we'll be learning. Again, I'm saying second is what? Systematic method, and the third is what, beta? Third is going to be your transposition method. So these two methods are very not useful, right? I don't prefer doing this, and anyone don't prefer, later on you will be only using the transposition method. So first I'll be only telling you only just method one over here, that is hit and trial method, right? So I'll be telling you what is an hit and trial method. This is like solving equation, like this is called solving equation. I'll tell you solving equation, how you're going to solve equation. So hit and trial method, hit and trial method, right? Hit and trial method. Now just see what is hit and trial method. This is the most useless thing you have, right? So if I would have given you an expression like x plus 4 is equals to 2, right? Now, you have to think the values of the x which is going to satisfy the LHS is equals to RHS. Now, let us suppose for LHS, if I take, for LHS, I take x is equals to 0. So, it will become what beta? 0 plus 4 is equals to 0, not equals to RHS, right or not? Now, take x is equals to 1. Now, 1 plus 5, 1 plus 4 is equals to what? 5, which is again not equals to RHS. Now take x is equals to minus 1. You have to think and take the answer. It will be what? Minus 1 plus 4 is equals to what? 3. Again, not equals to, this is equals to 3. Not equals to what beta? RHS, right? Now, if I take x is equals to minus 2, right? So, if I take x is equals to minus 2, this is going to be what? Minus 2 plus 4 is equals to what? 2, which is equals to RHS. So, we say that x is equals to 2. For x is equals to 2, we get LHS is equals to RHS, and this means what? This means that x is equals to 2 is the solution of equation, right? What do you mean by solution of equation? Solution of equation means what? The value of the x, it says that the values of the x which is being substituted in the equation so that LHS is equals to what beta? RHS. So that is what now x is equals to 2 is the solution of the equation. So I think so we have like finished this topic. In the next class we'll be doing the solving of the equation and more of the questions on it, right? So the main part is that now let's recall what we did today. We did what are the variables, what are the expressions, what are the equations, and then we learn the properties of it, and then we learn like how to write the statements, like from the like given word problem, how to write the mathematical statements, right? And then we learned about the balancing of the equation. So balancing equation means what? If you add, if you subtract, multiply and divide on both the sides, the equations remain the same. And then we have learned about the hit and trial method. This is the most useless method you feel like, but you should know what it is, right? Because what happened in the class 9 grade, when you will be learning like how to factorize the 3-degree polynomial, there it will be used, right? So it will be used in the class 9 little bit, but you should know what is an hit and trial method. So what you do, you keep on substituting like the values of the x from your intuitions, and you see that which values of the x is going to substitute, like get the value of LHS is equals to RHS, and if at that value, at which value of the x which is being satisfied, we say that x is equals to what? Because the solution of the equation. What do you mean by the solution of the equation? Solution of the equation means what? The values of the x which is going to satisfy the given expression. That's it. So I think so we are done with this chapter and the class. If you have any doubt, please ask it on the PDF, and you can ask with your respective teacher in the class. And thank you so much, Veda. Thank you so much. Bye. So we'll meet you soon. Okay. So thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye, Beta. We'll meet you soon in the next class and we'll be doing the questions on it. Bye bye.